G'day everyone, I'm Warwick Schiller, and Equine Affair has asked me to answer a few candid questions before the upcoming events. So the first question they have asked me is, what other discipline would you like to try? I would really like to get into jumping at some point in time. I've jumped a little bit at some horse expos, both in Australia and New Zealand, as part of like the night show and stuff. And yeah, I really enjoy it. It's kind of like it's the fun stuff all the time. You get to do one of the fun things, and then another one of the fun things, another one of the fun things. So yes, I think that the jumping is something I'd like to try. Next question, what's your favorite form of exercise to complement riding? I would say yoga would be it, because if you do yoga right, it really gets you into your body, really thinking, really connecting to your body. It's not necessarily about the postures. The postures are just a way to get you to, one, focus on your breathing, but also, it's a very somatic experience. If you're doing, like, say, downward dog, and they want you to really think about feeling into the ends of your fingers and really feel into your heel on the ground. If you're doing, say, warrior pose, and they want you to really think about the grounding with your little toe and your big toe on your front foot and grounding into your heel, and it really kind of gets your mind going from one end of your body to the other and just checking in on things. And I think in order to ride really well, you have to have that. You have to have that body connection, and so yeah, I think yoga probably my favorite form of exercise to complement riding. What is one of your favorite books? I'm in my office here, and I have got a wall of books. I'd say one of my favorite books was a book called Stealing Fire by a fellow named Stephen Kotler, who also wrote another really book called it was about the flow state, and it was called The Rise of Superman was what it was called. Both of those books are probably my really favorite books. It's really, yeah, especially Stealing Fire, it really was one of those books that I really enjoyed and have listened to a number of times. If I had to pick one thing to teach a horse, what would it be and why? It is something that I teach every horse, and that is how to relax. Horses in the wild know how to relax. Their nervous system works quite well, because dangers show up, they run away from the danger goes away, and then they reset themselves. But in our manufactured world of being around us, a lot of times there's not that letdown period, and they can even though they seem like they're fine, they can maintain a certain level of unrest or inner turmoil, even though they look like they're fine on the outside. And so true relaxation, I'd say, is the one thing that I would want to teach every horse. And like I said, I do. It's part of the process. You can't learn when you're in a mental turmoil sort of a state. Neither can a horse. So for me, first thing, I've got to get them to where they're relaxed. Next question is, how do you treat yourself, or what do you indulge as a self-reward? I have a hot tub, and I really love to sit in that thing at night time and just look at the stars and ponder the universe in general. It's pretty peaceful out there. And what is your favorite part of Equine Affair? I'd say one of my favorite parts of Equine Affair is getting to meet people, having people by the booth, tell me their stories, share their stories, ask questions, and maybe find solutions. That's part of it. The other part of it is the food. I really like the food. You guys have some good fair food. It's bad, but I'm quite I'm quite a fan of anything deep fried. So, you know, Equine Affair, you go out there and that whole long thing where all the food is, and there's all sorts of goodies out there that I just love.